With his Legolas cosplay as a clever disguise, Sauron has returned.
Do you wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Season 2 has the potential to rise above Season 1 with so much more depth, emotion, and grandeur with one small trick. Or rather, a question. It will not only enhance the beautiful visuals, music, set design, props, but more importantly, the characters that give everything meaning. This question is why? When you have characters from different backgrounds and beliefs coming together to fight great value Legolas, who for the love of wigs we will call Duplo Lad. Those characters and their point of view can measure how much we can potentially care. Asking why during the writing process throws these key characters in the deep end, allowing the story to unfold from not the plot, but the actions of the characters that give the plot meaning. I explore this idea further in my rework of Season 1. The why in this instance relates to the protagonist and any other important character. Why do they fear the Dark Lord? And beyond, why should we fear Duplo Lad through the eyes of not only Galadriel, but Durin, Elrond, Elendil, or even Adar? Why would someone like Gil-galad be so fearful despite being a powerful leader and possibly the most built elf ever put to screen? And I mean, man, if someone as broad as Gil-galad is scared of Sauron, then we've got a problem bigger than his shoulders. I wonder how much he benches. The main threat of Season 2 stems from the most important why of them all. Why does Middle-earth fear Sauron? This naturally branches off into what does Sauron stand for? What do the highlighted groups of Middle-earth oppose in this? All that good stuff. And no,
because he's Sauron,
is not a valid answer. How does this character threaten the peace, existence, and cultures of these other characters? How deep and personal does it go for the protagonist Galadriel? And what about the others? Like, I don't care about the dwarves as a whole in this show, I care about this dwarf. What does Sauron mean to Durin? I don't care about the citizens of Númenor, I care about Elendil. What does Duplo Lad mean to him and his family? Even Adar, a character with quite possibly the most wasted potential of them all. What does Sauron mean to him? Is he resentful of the fact that he, essentially an older model of orc, was cast aside in favor of the newer breeds? Does he then follow Sauron because he can feel important again in a world that would otherwise leave him in the past? If explored in Season 2, Adar would be a key character in building Sauron's reputation and spreading panic in his absence. A great way to build up the Dark Lord without showing too much of him. All the key ingredients to pull this off are there. It's just now up to the story chefs of Bezos Kitchens.
Don't waste the mixture!
We don't have time to waste
Lads,
Scrape it out, scrape it out, scrape it out!
don't waste the mixture!
The main question of why naturally brings up more questions. The characters that have the answers to those whys fill a scene with meaning, making it exclusive to them while also providing themselves with more depth and individuality. Do this consistently across a season, and before you know it, they feel like real, layered people facing a threat bigger than themselves. In place of a Dark Lord, we just have a dude. The plot can then unfold from them acting on their answers, and the story that follows can be filled with deep and rich meaning. If it wasn't clear at this point, characters make the narrative. The stronger they are written, the better. And that at its core is why I believe Season 1 spent the majority of its time in the shallows. Even with all the beautiful sets, costumes, music, everything, all that can only truly mean something if the characters do. You can check out my rework of Elendil and his family to see what I mean. A little can go such a long way. As such in Season 2, Duplo Lad's threat won't hit hard unless we know what it means to the characters. The question of why invites depth, the seed that is always right to spread the reach of Sauron across Middle-earth. His threat could even be so deep and interpersonal that it'll splash out beyond the screen and into the minds of the watching audience.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me.
Click here to see how just 3 words could have provided Season 1 with so much more depth. Leave a saucy like, and subscribe to join the Star Council.
When will you wear wigs?